This, okay, there we go. We have live comments now. All right, we are live on YouTube. So if your comments, all your comments will be posted on there. Anyways, all right, I want to get into it. So what we got here, we're gonna do one that Gabriel sent me, but the agent seems to have misunderstood. She didn't realize he was talking about seller finance, but this is not it. I'm gonna pull up the one that he sent me, which is, well, let me stop presenting. Hold on one second. Because I should have had all this pulled up already. All right. Even though this one is not a seller finance, at least we don't know if it is or not. She just said no, but that doesn't mean it won't be in the future. Super nice spot. Okay, here we go. Got it. I'm still learning how to use this StreamYard. It's really nice. I like it because you could, the StreamYard posts on Facebook. You could post on Instagram. Like I got 2 Facebook pages and YouTube all at the same time, so it's very convenient in that fashion. But this is the property that Mr. Gabriel told us about, and let's see here. Let's copy this. Well, I got to get better at that. All right. Let me see. So, duplex, first unit is 4-bed, 3-bath, possibility of adding 2 beds and 3 baths. Second unit is 3-bed, 3-bath. So this is 7 beds and 6 baths. Nice little property. It looks pretty new, huh? Maybe not brand new, but oh, cool. Here's a layout. So let's look here. So this is just a little rundown on how, whenever I'm underwriting for pad split, because that's what this would be, is when I'm looking at the layout, what I'm looking for. Pad splits minimum, and for any of those that are watching that don't know what pad split is a company that will allow us to rent out per room, and they market to people, traveling professionals, just people that are, I guess, on the lower income, and they don't want to rent a whole place. They want to rent a room, and it's shared housing. Sometimes it's private bath, sometimes it's not. We as investors, me myself, I like to purchase these types of properties because I can maximize the amount of rooms by adding additional walls, additional bathrooms, to get as many people in there comfortably as possible. So this particular layout, as you can see, we got, it looks like almost, they don't even have primary bathroom, laundry room, primary closet, bathroom, bedroom, open to balcony, bedroom. So, oh, 2-story. I was about to say, where's the living room at in the kitchen? All right, so here's garage. So, possible 4th bedroom. Seems like this person might already be hip. The agent might already be hip to the pad split, considering what their notes are on here. But this is, so bedroom. So they already converted this into a bedroom, I guess it looked like. So we would do the same thing over here. Living room, you could add another bedroom, in my opinion. Garage, you could add another bedroom. So we have one. So this must be the 4-bed. I got it now. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 additional bedrooms that we can add, which brings us to a total of, what is that? 7 plus 5 is 11. All right, no, 12. I'm from Louisiana, guys. My math ain't that good. That's why I use spreadsheets. 12 beds. All right, so let's go get into the weeds on the numbers. I'm gonna pull up the spreadsheet. All right. This is thank you to Mr. Michael Mananzakanian. This is my spreadsheet that I use. This is actually the free one. We could still use it. I use one that's paid for that has a little more information or more like little calculators on it. There's slight difference. He's got more stuff down here on the paid one that breaks down like your uh, private money partners and lenders and stuff like that. But anyways, let's just run it as a seller. We don't know what this is, but I just want to be able to underwrite, show you how to underwrite in the event that this was a seller finance. They want 700,000. Okay, we'll give them 700,000. See if it makes sense. 700,000. We're not giving them 140,000. Let's go with 8%. What's going on here? My numbers aren't working. Okay, let's go to a different one. Whatever reason that wasn't working. Let's go to where's all my calculators at? Okay, here we go. Now, file, make a copy. What's the address? 5711 CLAUD. All right, make a copy. All right, so we got a seller finance, 700,000. Now, I'm going to put in the numbers that I would offer. So this is missing that times that equals, okay, 52,000, 7.5%, cool. We need to get rid of that. All right, seller finance 647. We prefer 0%, but we can go up to 5 sometimes. We'll start at 5 and work our way backwards. Right. So we have a principal and interest payment of 3476. Hold on, let me see. Nope, we're not on there. Principal and interest 3476. Property taxes. What are the property taxes on this property? I think he already gave them to me. Property taxes are $600 a month. $600 a month. That's I think that's 3,600. No, $600 a month. That's 7,200. Okay, and then let's just call it 500 or 6,500. Insurance is 467 a month. We'll just go to 500. Usually goes up. So he has on here principal and interest 3,700. So I wonder if he was already assuming. Anyways, no HOA. This property 37 days on the market, month to month lease tenants. So currently they have it's 89% occupied. Does it say? Let's see if it says what or if any of the rents, how much rent we're bringing in. So rental income potential of up to 8,000 a month using room by room strategy. Doesn't really say anything else. So we're just going to go off of pad split numbers. So how do we figure out what we're going to get with pad split? So pad split, if you don't already, you should get you a free pad split host account. And then you're going to go to resources and explore map. And then you're going to type in I think Gabriel already did this for us, but you're going to type in the zip code. All right. So we're at 286 and 215. So let's go look at this property again and see what the layout is. We got how many bedrooms? Wow, this is like primary bathroom. You could just turn this in. Well, you could probably turn this into another bathroom and make a door over here. I don't know what this bathroom looks like, but it doesn't seem too far-fetched to put another bathroom somewhere in here, reconfigure the closet, put it the other side of the room or something. So we got 1, 2, 3. So we'll have 3 bed, 3 bath up here. And then where's the bottom floor? Well, there we go. All right, we have 1 bathroom there. Foyer. We could add more bathrooms if we wanted. Right now we have, if we add another bedroom here, another bedroom here, we could have 3 private baths upstairs and then a shared bathroom down here for the 3. So 3 would share and 3 would be private. So our numbers for that is 387, 386 and 215. We're going to come over here to this little private bathroom. And I'm just going to go 280 and 210. We currently have 7. And we're going to add 5. So we're going to have 6 of these. And what was the others? 6 and 6, right? Yeah. All right. So our monthly income on this thing is $12,700. That's pretty good. Our fixed expenses for PITI is roughly $4,600. Now let's go over here and see what our numbers are looking like. So pad split, we're going to get average occupancy. This changes fast because this takes into account the like if there was a property that just came on the market and it has 8 bedrooms and none of them are full, then it's going to show, it's going to run those, it's going to, that's the average. So this is not always accurate. It changes day by day because of that. And then as the rooms fill up, it goes up. So unless they don't have any new properties and all, then the number would stay the same. But because they're constantly having properties come on the market, no upcoming, but they probably just had 1 or 2 that came on. Let's see if we can get, where is Ozella Park? Anyways, let's go back to the underwriting. I'll get sidetracked. All right. 12%. We were at 87. So I'm going to put the vacancy at 10. Maintenance CapEx. And this we're going to put at 7. My guy gives a flat fee. It's like 7.5. 950. Okay. And 950, he covers house cleaning and he covers supplies. Internet, you have 2, so you're going to have 200. Garbage, gas and electric, I'd probably say you're going to have 12. Probably 600 times, probably 1,000. 500 on each side. We'll put 400 here. I don't know what water costs over there. Okay, so it looks like we got to figure out what our costs are here. We didn't do that yet. Okay, Simon fee, get rid of that. We're not going to pay the agent. We'll let the seller do that. TC, we're definitely not paying $1,500 for TC. Furnishing costs, we're going to add the additional So we're adding 5 bedrooms, 7,500 a bedroom, and then we're adding how many bathrooms? Just one. So just one bathroom. That's 8,000. Actually, two bathrooms, one on each side. So that's going to be 16,000. All right, so we're at 168,000. Let's see, where are all of our costs? 1,500? No. 1,100 per bedroom. 37 to do the extra rooms. 10,000 for fees, wholesaler, closing cost, down payment. All right, so now we are at 14% cash on cash. Not the greatest. So let's see what so in this event, right, there's still a lot of pluses, right? Because you're taking in 12,000. We don't know what all these expenses are going to be. The only way we can combat this 12% is to fill the place up with our own tenants and get rid of pad split, which is a possibility. It just takes away the platform, which is pretty easy, and takes away all the marketing for that pad split does. Like, you're not going to get that audience. But over here, we can see. So the cool thing about this calculator, which I'll share the free one with y'all, is that once you have like a green or something close, it's going to give you scenarios over here. So this is various scenarios, price reduction, plus a lower down payment. So up here, we have our price, and this is our down payment that we're giving the seller. So if we wanted, let's say we weren't trying to get a minimum of 25%, 24% cash on cash return, which is really what I go for, we would need to reduce the purchase price down to $490. Wow. All right. I don't think that's going to happen. But entry cost would bring it down to 143 total. So let's see if we wanted to do 24. So I think this is the easier route. Reducing down to 2%, 2 to 3%. Some sellers will do 0%. It's all in the negotiation, right? If they're savvy, if they're savvy investors, then they're gonna get probably 5 if they're savvy. But if you could talk to them in a way to negotiate maybe even a higher purchase price with a lower interest rate, sometimes it's a numbered thing. Like, what do they want at the end of the day is what do they want to put in their pocket each month? Sometimes it's a long-term thing. You never really know until you talk to either the seller or the agent. Typically, you want to talk to the seller. And full disclosure, I'm speaking from secondhand information because I'm not a closer. I utilize closers on my team. I have, my wholesale business, my fix and flips, and just other members that I go to them with, like with this property, right? If we have even somewhat like any interest in our offer and we can't negotiate, we're going to send it to somebody else that's a sniper. Get them to negotiate. Somebody that has killer sales training. I probably handicap myself by not getting on the phone, but I find myself being so busy with other things in my company that I don't have time to do that. Anyways, so this one looks like it could be a great deal. Now, I want to underwrite this another way where we would do it as like a DSCR. Say the seller will not budge. They don't want to do anything creative. So we want to purchase a DSCR. Well, in order for us to do that, we need to see how much this thing is worth. So in order to do that, we have to go to, you don't have to, but I go to Privy, or I'll use Zillow. So let's go over and grab this address. I think Gabriel probably already did. And guys, if y'all are in the chat, I apologize. I'm not looking at it at the moment, but I will check it in a minute and answer any questions that y'all might have. All right. So 7-bed. Dang it. Figured that was going to happen. Nothing. That means it's not giving me any comps, but We're going to do this and see, and then we're going to actually. So what I found with multifamily is appraisers, they'll go farther out to get, because you don't always have these multifamilies right next to each other. Sometimes you do, but sometimes you don't. And I find that at least from the appraisers or appraisals that I've seen, that they go out a little farther to get similar style property. So this one we need, let's go back and go to take this off. Go see if we can get anything. Nothing. So that means there's nothing in the area that has 7 beds and 6 baths. Let's expand this like 2 miles. Save. Nothing. Oh, wait. Let me get this off. All right. So I'm expanding my search by 2 miles. Sometimes it'll give us the unit count. It's not giving the unit count on this. 4 bed, 4 bath. I don't know if these are houses. Wow, this thing has a huge lot too. Well, these are all built within the same area. That's good. So let's go check out one of these. Similar square. All of them are similar square footage. Let's check this one out. See what it is. Let's see where it is. Okay, so around this little lake is apparently popping. Don't know. I'm assuming just from the looks of this that this is the other side of the tracks, so to speak. These are pretty nice. I don't know if these are multifamilies. Doesn't look like it. No, these are single family homes. So another way I'd go about looking at comps for multifamily, and if y'all know another way, please let me know. Actually, I'm going to come over here. Nope, nobody's talking in the comments. All right, so this is not it. Oh yeah, but I do want to go to Zillow. Zillow, and we're going to put the address in 5711 C. Boom. And then I will go over here, sold, and then I'm going to go multifamily. Oops, home type. Nope, multifamily, apply. Any. All right. So our little guy's like over here. Seems there a lot of. I'm going to click on one of these and see what's going on. This is a 5 bed, 3 bath. This is a 2 bed, 1 bath. I don't know why they call that multifamily. Sometimes you'll find that it might be, it might say on there like a 2 bed, 1 bath, but it will actually be 2 units that are 2 bed, 1 bath, or 3 units. And for whatever, I don't know the agents. I don't know if there's like some kind of something they have to. I don't know why they do that, but they seem to. But in the comments, you'll see that it says otherwise. Like this is a 6 bed, 3 bath, which ours is. We got 1, 2, 3. Ours is a 6 bed, 6 bath. Huh? No, yeah. So this one 6 bed, 3 bath. This looks like a small little triplex. Yep, triplex. Ours is a duplex. And then this one is why is my computer doing this? Come on. I love Mac, but I hate when it does this. All right, there we go. So let's see. All these seem to be smaller, but they're way less on a price. They're a lot cheaper than that one. So really, the only thing I can say on this one is we'd have to get a true appraisal, and they're probably priced either at or above what it's worth or what you would want it. So DSCR might not be the way to go because DSCR we're going to have to come in with 20%, 20 to 25%. Plus, we still need to get um, we still need to renovate. So this one, although it is great on the numbers for a seller finance at 2%, if we can't get it that way, then it's just a no deal. So we just move on to the next one. And that brings us to the next one. This guy right here. Not as pretty. It's in St. Petersburg. This is a triplex. This particular one, let's read the notes. This one's great. So this one is, according to this, the property is zoned for up to 9 units. It currently has 3 on it, with a total of 13 bedrooms. Great. I mean, as it sits with 13 bedrooms, you don't even really have to do much. So $895 is hefty. We would have to get a deeper cash price. I think this is a unit, and that's a unit in the back. Yeah, pretty sure. Oh no, it's these 3 units. They're 3 separate units. I don't know where the heck you would put 9 units on this thing unless you was built up. Well, I'm sure there's some space in there that if there's any garage, there might be something. I have to go walk the property to fully understand, see what we could do. But we could do our underwriting on 13 bedrooms and $895. Let's just do this on 13 bedrooms and see what our revenue would be. So this is St. Petersburg, 33705. Back to pad split. Just go put Tampa in. Cool thing about pad split and this. So all of the blue is, well, Tampa in general is core market. All of the blue is where they have active units. All of the gray is either where they don't have any units or they have units coming soon. So we're going to go over here to 33705. 33705. Okay, down here. I own some property over one of these 2, right over here. Gulfport. Don't ever buy in Gulfport. Oh my God. These people are crazy. Oh wow. Look at that. 355 and 216. I'm liking that. 82, 60 active units. Okay. Pop in. All right. Let's see. Oops. All right. We don't need that. So let's go make a new one of these. I always make a new one. Well, I say that. I try to always make a new one. That way I have them saved already. So I just want to go back. I don't have to recreate it. 15th Avenue, St. Pete. And most of the time I will put it in my underwriting folder. But all right. That one out of here. So we got 13 beds. I'm just gonna, it's 13 beds and 8 bathrooms. We're just gonna run the numbers on 13 shared, which is a way big difference in the private. 13. So on this calculator, whenever you're putting your bed bath, so whatever you have up here, it needs, the bath doesn't matter. You put that for your reference. When you come down here to your additional bedrooms, if you're not adding any bedrooms, which we're going to do it without, this number right here needs to match whatever this number is plus whatever this number. So this 13 plus 0 is 0. So this needs to be this needs to be a 13. And we're going to be at 215 is what it said. 215. We're going to be 13 here and 0 here. All right. Now we have our numbers. Pretty much similar to the other ones. 12,000 a month. But we also know about 12,000 because the other one was unless we had our interest rate way down and that purchase price was $200,000 less. So let's see if we had a DSCR at 700,000. We were doing DSCR. Let me see how we can underwrite this real quick. It's kind of, sometimes it's kind of hard to like just hypothetical. Like I could do a hypothetical on a seller finance. That's easy. 895, just like we just did it, right? On a hybrid, it's easy. Sometimes I have a difficult time doing it on DSCR because it's like you need to know what it's going to appraise for, right? If it appraises for 900, and let's say we walked the property and was like needed a lot of work, and we were able to talk down the seller to 600, and we got it for 600,000. That'd be fantastic, but we would want to know what that final number is on a DSCR to know if it's going to cash flow. Now we know that even if we had a DSCR and we were able to get it for 700,000, our DSCR loan would, and I'm talking about 700,000 from the lender, our DSCR loan would be, not 7 million. It would be about 4,800, 4,900. So we're going to be spending a lot of money on our loan, 7.5. That means we need to make a lot more money. Great thing about this property is it's zoned to have more units. Or you could take all 13 of these. Let's see what that turns out to. And say 13, 13. Since you have three, you have, the great thing about multifamily is whenever you have, especially having different houses, it's not like having 13 people in one location. You're having 13, you're split up between 3 actual structures. So it makes it a lot easier. Now let's just do 325. I don't want to max it out. We got a deal. We had, what is that? 5 bathrooms, and you got a deal if you had a $700,000 loan at 7.45 or 7.5%. Let's see. Hold on. Let's go through the rest of these numbers. Make sure we're freaking right here. We got $14,000 for furnishings. We're going to take some of the money. Let's just call it 750. Oops. Oh man, hold on a second. What I'm trying to do here is figure out, because like, so if we buy, so we would have to buy it cash with like we'd have to buy it cash like a fix and flip, and then burr out of it, right? That's the only way that we could get out of it with little money out of our pocket. So the goal whenever you're doing a burr is to have like $0 out of your pocket. And the way you do that is you have to buy super deep. And you come in with a fix and flip loan, you fix the property, and then you hope that your value, well, you don't hope, I mean, obviously have your appraisers run the numbers and stuff, but you hope that the appraisal comes back at a high enough number that it covers all of your costs. So you're like 0 or very little out of pocket, which makes it very attractive. Because let's say that we were only able to get 650 from the lender, then we would have to come in with, what is that? Let's just do 10%. So let's say we were only able to get 630 from the lender. We had to come in with $70,000 down. Another thing great about the BRRRR strategy on these is we utilize the fix and flip construction loan to furnish as well. At least that would be the goal. So if we were able to do that, this would go away. This would go away. So now our cost is coming way down. And our cash on cash return is 46%. This is a beautiful deal. Now, this is hypothetical. We got to see if we can get it down that far. But let's just go a little. I wonder. 895. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to pursue this deal. This looks like it might be a good deal. Just got to talk the seller down. Let's see. Look at this property again. I wonder how many's in each house. Doesn't really say. Oh man. Dang it. Oh, what was that address? 944 94415. That's not it. I wonder what I pressed wrong. Anyways. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Multifamily property, only minutes from downtown, Tropicana, new roofs plus foundation stabilization, all three. Okay, lifetime warranty plus all units separately metered plus recent updates, including waterproofing, electrical. Wow, they did a lot. So it seems like you're not really going to have to do much to this. Property offers many future possible developing St. Petersburg zone for up to 9 units. Common utility used on site. Section 8 inspection previously passed. All right, so you could do Section 8 here. They have tenants. I wonder, people are probably scared because of that 900,000. Look, they dropped it. They had this thing at $1 million. They're freaking they're super proud of that one. I mean, I guess if it's turning the numbers, it really doesn't matter what they ask as long as it makes sense. But apparently it doesn't because they dropped it 100 grand. So if y'all have any deals that y'all want to look at, those are the only two that I have. I will underwrite another deal if you want to post it in a comment. If not, do y'all see the comments? Okay. Let me go ahead and get off of this screen. But so that's how I underwrite. Hopefully that was helpful. If y'all have any questions for later on or the next session, just let me know. I'm going to jump off here right now. I got to bring my kid to karate, but yeah, I think these are the type of deals that I'm looking for, especially in the Florida area. So if you're watching this and you have any multifamily deals in the Florida market, please, I will have all of my contact information and links below. I will drop this calculator in the link below for everyone to utilize. It is from Michael Manatsakanian, his super investor group. The calculator that we were using was the paid for one, but the free one is just as good. It's like a couple other features, like super detailed features that, unless you're doing like deep underwriting or needing to know like your PML and PMPs, it's really not necessary. So the free one you could do a lot on. He's a genius. And then also, if I'm in the school community, in the super investor community. Hey, y'all gotta get out. If y'all aren't the super investor community, I joined the super investor community from Michael Natskanian about almost a year now. And the reason why I joined, because I'm in sub 2. If those of y'all watching don't know what sub 2 is, Pace Morby is, he's a freaking genius. I'm sure you do. But sub 2, I joined Owners Club, I joined Gator, I joined all these groups. But what I found with Michael is he's like laser focused on one thing, and that's buying co-living properties and doing it without your own money. And that's like my super focus. So it only made sense to join his group, and I've learned so much from the guy. He's only like 30 and he's amassed so much of real estate and still growing. It's crazy, but he's super smart, and he's given us all these great tools, and utilizing them, I'm able to share my knowledge with y'all. So there'll be a link if y'all want to join Super Investor down below too. He also has a free community. I'll drop that. I'm plugging Michael right now, but I believe even his free community you'll get a lot of value from. I don't have a community yet. One day I will. Maybe I could join mine, but until then, we'll just do these. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate your time for stopping in. Until next time, we'll try to link back up either maybe Saturday or next Monday. All right, guys. Thank you.